hopefully the team will be ready after the marathon we had on Thursday night against Angola. Very tough, very difficult conditions for us, but I think so many positives that came out of that match because, the resilience that you learned about your team, that they have so many good characteristics that you found out a lot of new things about your team, which I'm extremely proud of and looking forward to the next challenges. So when you play on Thursday and then you have a turnaround 2 days and then you have to go again, another marathon, probably even a comrades marathon. So Morocco, very tough, very organized, very disciplined team. So it's not going to get any easier for us. So we try and recover the players as best as we possibly can because when you have 2 days to prepare and then the third day you got to go again. So it's been a little bit difficult for us, but I think we'll try and be ready and best prepared as we possibly can because we know the situation that we are in the group. We've got an unbelievable opportunity. It's a game of 90 minutes. Two teams will have to go at each other. And the fact that they had a week to prepare for this contest, and we have 2 days, so hopefully the momentum can still be with us. And after what the performance that we gave against Angola, maybe that could just be a big motivation factor for us to go out tomorrow, and just go out there and give another incredible performance, and hopefully with a positive result.
First of all, I think we are ready. We take each game at a time, and now our focus is this game against Morocco on Sunday. So I think the boys are ready, and we just hope that we'll have a positive result.
Today I think we're going to assess the team because we'll have our first training session after the Angola game because yesterday was just the exhaustion and fatigue from almost every member in the squad. So we had just a cool-down session where the players did pool and recovery. So today we'll have our first pitch training sessions, and then we'll assess everybody, where everybody is mentally, physically, and how ready they would be for tomorrow before we decide if we make changes or we stick to the squad that did incredibly well against Angola. But it's a touch and go situation, so sometimes you have to freshen up because when players have given you so much effort, so much heart over the 2 games, and then maybe we might have to consider changing the squad. But for now, we undecided on if we make changes or we stick to the same squad. The occasion can get to players, so sometimes I think you take a little bit more time to adjust, to get used to your environment, where you are at that time. So adjusting and getting yourself into your comfort zone where you can start to be yourself and play the way everybody knows that you can. So adjustment side. So the first 2 games, you could see that there was a lot of tension in most of the players because the captain over here and maybe 1 or 2 other players have been in situations where they played in major competitions, but the rest of the team, for them, it's a novelty. It's all new, so I guess the crowd and the atmosphere can get to you sometimes, so you just need time to adjust. And sometimes for us, especially for me as a coach, it is frustrating because you know how good your team can be, but they take time to get into the rhythm, but by then the opposition take full advantage of the slow start that you do. And in our case, the last match we found ourselves 1-0 down and a player down because of the slow start. So hopefully tomorrow against Morocco, we don't allow that, because from my point of view, they are probably the strongest team in this group, but also in the competition. So if we allow ourselves to start slow and sluggish and nervous, then you'll pay a hefty price against a team like Morocco. So it's one of the things that I will drill into the players, that tomorrow we shouldn't give ourselves a mountain to climb.
First of all, I think it's a good opportunity for all the local based players. And also, I believe after the tournament, a lot of our local based players, they will have an opportunity to go and play in high levels. So they know about this. As the coach say, sometimes, we start slow, but the more we play, they get more matured and they have their confidence. So I think for the last 2 games, we did our best, and I hope tomorrow's game we're gonna do better, and to qualify for the second round. But again, this tournament, it's for the local players, and they need to, also me, I'm gonna include myself, we need to improve so that we can find a better future, meaning playing in bigger teams in a high level.
Morocco is a very unpredictable team. I think their league speaks for itself. They've got a very competitive league, one of the best in Africa, so they do have a lot of quality players locally based, and the international team is extremely strong as well. I think for us it's just to be really organized, best prepared as we possibly can, because as good as they can be, once you organize and you stick to instructions and you've got your tactics right, then the best teams in the world sometimes struggles with that, and that's what we're hoping tomorrow, that our organization is really good and solid, so we make it difficult for them, because they're a team that wants to, they come out from the start of the game, they take the game to you, and then they try to get a goal as quick as possible so they can calm down, and then they draw and suck you in, and then they play a very low block, so inviting teams to attack them so they can hit you on the counter. So we know that. So I think if we can obtain them and keep them at bay in the early stages of the game, we'll give ourselves a great fighting chance. But like I said, they are unpredictable, and I know their coach is tactically very astute, because he was a former teammate of mine many years ago. We had a brief spell at Porto, and he was an attacking forward on the wing play, really good, really adventurous. So I think he sets his team up exactly the kind of player he was. So I think they're going to go for it, because they know they've got a massive opportunity. But for us, we know we just need to keep our discipline. We need to keep just our defense and midfield line really tight, because opportunities we will get, and if we can be clinical, then we can also let them change their gameplay, their game style, the way that they don't want to, and we can do that. But we have to be disciplined and organized and really focus from minute 1 to minute 90. Chan match between Kenya and Morocco, I think if it's even Steven, a point would be really good for both teams. So I'm hoping for the best, but for us, we go into the match wanting to win, wanting to secure our place in the next round, but we know the task is humongous, but we are confident, we are hopeful, and we believe in our ability, we believe in ourselves, so that we can do something special, not just for the team, but for the whole country, because just to have seen what's happened in Kenya over the last few weeks due to this CHAN competition has been unbelievable. The country is very united, and people are believing that athletics is not going to be Kenya's best sporting code for years to come. But football is slowly creeping in there and edging ever closer. So the better we do, the more people will embrace football, and football can become also one of the top tier sporting codes of Kenya. Marvin came in to the squad bringing a completely different quality, ability that we didn't have before. So to lose him so early in the match against Angola was a real shame. And you know, now for this all-important game against Morocco, you wanted to have your best players, your important players for the team available. So yes, he leaves a huge gap into our midfield, but like I said, there's other players that's also capable of stepping up to the plate and making a difference and want the opportunity. So we'll have to assess, and we'll have training session this afternoon, and we'll assess the fitness levels of everybody and the fatigueness, and then we'll try and make the best decision. But yeah, I think there's players in the squad well capable of stepping in and taking the role of that Marvin is leaving. And yeah, we'll be as best prepared as we possibly can for a massive challenge tomorrow.
The fans will say what they want to say. They're here to support us, to cheer for us, and also to motivate us. So I think it's an encouragement, and we're going to take it positively because we want to win. So yeah, if they say Morocco has to fall, then we should do our best because we want to win all the games. So any team we play, we want to win. So I think that's what the fan he was trying to say. So yeah, again, we came to this tournament because we also believe we can win this tournament. So yeah, so I think we're gonna play for each and every game, and we're gonna go for a win.